Winning a championship is one thing, defending it is always that little bit harder.
Obviously, as reigning champions, our aim is to win the title again for Subaru. Nothing else really matters.
Co-driver's best friend.
2012 is really setting itself up to be a big challenge. They've got record entries for this event alone, and the competition's getting stronger.
It's going to be a heck of a mixed bag out there with snow, ice, well not so much snow but a lot of ice and a lot of dirt and things, so you hit a few corners where you get really good grip and then straight away over the next blind crest you're back onto the ice again, so it's the unknown that's going to make it so difficult, but you know, it's the same for everybody, it's a challenge and that's what rallying's meant to be.
Today was the first day in the Subaru STI 2012 on snow and ice. The main thing with this type of rally is trying to get the right tyre, so we were constantly changing different tyres for different conditions to see where we were at.
David and myself haven't been in the car for a good few months. We haven't been on snow since this time last year, so it was nice to get back into the car, get some mileage under our belt.
You know, the main goal for this year is to try and come away from this rally with some good points. Last year we made the task very, very hard for ourselves of leaving here with nothing.
It's going to be really, really tough, and you know the strategy's got to be for this one, certainly for the first day, just to get through, see what's going on, not try and get too involved with any times and see what other people are doing, and then just see where we are a bit later on really.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I did those first 5 stages, didn't even look at any stage times whatsoever and just drove my own thing. It's fun in a sick kind of extreme way, but it's 5 miles seems like a long time in there anyway.
Just checking it over, spinner check, looks okay.
This is a nice tire from Michelin. I just found out we've got almost a 2-minute lead right now, so they're working very well.
Easy left, tightens over crest, it's a fast left in. Very slippy on the actual corner, right 3 plus narrows.
In all my years of rallying I've never seen anything quite like this for such a long time, but this is 90% really bad and 10% good, so that's one day done, just one to go.
The co-driver's job on events like this is often to rein the driver in more than push them on. Sometimes you need to kind of go slow to go fast on these types of events, but luckily David's experienced, he's been in situations like this plenty of times before. He's got a cool head in all conditions. But I think this kind of rally, the winner eventually will be the one who makes the fewest mistakes, not necessarily the one who's fastest on every stage. You can take risks on certain corners and maybe gain a second, but then it can all be undone on the next junction if you overshoot and lose 10 seconds.
This is the only time I ever drive in these conditions, and without the stunts it makes it pretty tough, so this is probably the hardest thing for me, but at the same time I really enjoy it. It's great fun. It's such a challenge just to even get the car to the end of the stage. So.
It looks like they had a little bit more information of the road because they were one of the only ones for the top cars to go on that type of tyre, and it was like certainly was the right tyre.
We did a 1650, well, he did an 1833, and then he was like 40 seconds a stage off.
There was 3 cars on the AL34.
Yeah.
Antoine took them, Lachlan took them, and Travis
We were fortunate to build a very comfortable lead yesterday. It was only a wrong tyre choice away from being nothing, and unfortunately we made the wrong one. So now what we're looking to do is, he took a good choice to try and do something different to what we did, which if it worked then it took a lot of time, which he did, or if it didn't then he hasn't really lost anything. But at the same time we we got through it. We're still here. We've still got a bit of a lead, not as much as we had before, obviously, but now it's just damage limitation and see what we can do in this next grip. This ride is all about balancing act of how hard you push, how many mistakes you make and everything. With this, to a certain degree, you're trying to almost go as slow as you can, just keep things moving and take wrong lines a lot of the time to try and find grip and everything. So it's really unnatural and very mentally tiring. I came here really not expecting to beat Anton because I've got so much more experience on this condition. So to do it and to do it in a sort of quite a commanding way that we've been able to do, it just proves that the step forward we've made with the car and the setup and everything else. And
Which one? Tough rally.
with all the rally wins I've got, this probably has to stand out in one of my highlights, to be honest. You know, and obviously just the fact that we've got a year between me and Craig again and working together has just made it all that bit better. So roll on Lake.
I'm freezing.
My fingers have gone.
Yeah, mine.